Hello YouTube. This video I'm gonna talk about my Titania Prime build for Fisher missions and offer you a really good replacement to the potentially upcoming nerf to Thermal Sunder, because I've seen a lot of people use it, and in my stream I heard people like asking me, "What's this using on Titania? Why are you not using Thermal Sunder?" So it's like I'm gonna do a guide, or not a guide, but an explanation why I use that helmet and why I think it's better than Thermosunder right now, and it will be the best replacement once the nerf come out, assuming they will actually nerf Thermosunder. So yeah, the issue with Thermosunder is like it has so much AoE, it can clear rooms with basically one click. One click of a button, you can just delete rooms. I understand that's really good for Titania, might be the best for her, but no, I think Darkverse from Dante is the better helmet. And why I think that is because, first of all, yes, it has a cone shape, but if enemies in front of you, which is there always are, if you're playing like a quick fisher mission, enemies are always in front of you because we play like high or like fast-paced missions like exterminates, captures, and stuff like that. So in that environment, Darkverse has the higher range and wins over Thermal Sunder. Second of all, Darkverse has line of sight checks. Yes. Thermal Sunder doesn't for now. Okay. But Darkverse has the ability to break containers on boxes and like resource boxes. This is really big for me and really important because this gives you a lot of resources, like hundreds, sometimes thousands of resources per run. They might not be useful now, but they would save you a lot of survivor runs in the future. Like all of the Necros, Cora, this meta farming setup, you will save yourself a lot of time by running this Darkverse setup and breaking the containers alongside killing enemies. You'll have like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of resources stacking over time with each run. So yeah, this is why I think Darkverse is better than Thermosunder now, and once the nerf actually drops, this will be the best Titania setup for Fisher missions. Again, I'm talking about Fisher missions, not high-level content. High-level content has its own build. Gonna talk about that in like another video or something, but our main topic is low-level enemies for relic opening. I'm not talking about steel path, sorry, talking about normal path. So yeah, my build is kinda overkill on the energy economy. The reason for it is sometimes I help new players as well on my streams, and some of these missions are like too boring or like too long, and it's difficult for them at the same time. The enemy drop, like the energy orb drop from enemies is too low, and the enemy spawns is also too low. So I'm stacking so much on the efficiency alongside Arcane Steadfast and Energize just to keep myself like up on the energy economy without running out of energy whatsoever. Like I want to guarantee flying as Titania like 24/7 basically. So yeah, for my build, I have corrosive projection for the aura. The reason for that is yes, Darkverse has a slash proc that bypasses armor, sure, but the initial cast is not slash damage. So it does not bypass armor. Or like it's not a slash proc. Sorry, I meant it's not a slash proc. It's still slash damage, but it's not slash proc that bypasses armor. So yeah, we need the initial hit to do as much damage as possible to kill them in one tap. And if they don't die, then there's the slash proc, but we want to guarantee that fast kill. So Thermal Thunder people don't say like, yeah, Thermal Thunder is better. No, Darkverse is better. And you should try it yourself, and you will tell me in the comments if it's better or not. Corrosive projection, aura, preparation. Obviously, you want to be at full energy when you spawn. I don't see any good replacement for that. And again, for the energy management, prime flow, 2 efficiency mods, steadfast energize. This is a flex slot, really. You don't really need that. If you're doing Titania only for Fisher missions, they're usually like 2, maximum 3 minutes long. So it's fine. You could replace that for something else, Molt Efficiency maybe, Molt Augmented to get more damage. Do however you like with it. Prime Continuity is for two reasons. First reason is Spellbind. This is basically a Prime Sure-Footed for Titania. Actually, a better Prime Sure-Footed because it gives you status immunity, which basically you cannot get knocked down. Enemies who have like magnetic procs, heat procs, toxic procs, they don't affect you with any of these procs. They still damage you, but they don't inflict the status proc on you. So this is a really, really good ability. The second reason is to reduce the drain of Razor Wing, because if you have minus duration and max efficiency, you would still drain more energy over time with Razor Wing. That's how channeling abilities work. So Prime Continuity is just to balance out the minus duration from fleeting. Our range, Augur Reach, Stretch. The ability has so much range at base, no need for overextended, and reducing our strength, reducing our damage. We don't need all of that. So keep it simple. Augur Reach, Stretch. Our strength source coming from Umbra Intensify and triple red Archon shards for ability strength. That's like basically the most comfy speed that I have on Titania, aka Razor Wing Blitz, and also enough damage to one-shot any enemy in the Fisher missions. And again, if they don't die in one tap, Slash Mark is gonna deal with them, but this rarely happens. They always die instantly. And you also have casting speed shards, so you could end up in a scenario where this room would get like 3 casts of Dark Verse because the room is too big. So everyone, literally everyone in the room would die. So yeah, that's it for the Titania build and for the Dogverse replacement over Thermosunder. On my streams, and for a really long time, I've been using this, and because just the reason of breaking boxes. But I think if they're gonna nerf Thermosunder, this might be really, really, really good for Titania and might be meta, and everyone might use it. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is just me, and I like using it more. So yeah. As for her weapons, we don't care about the melee. It's literally useless. For her pistols, I just formatted it because I had Prime Pistol Gambit here, but I thought like I have Enervate, so it's not useful. So yeah, this is only a generic setup to like, if you meet an Eximus unit, you wanna one-shot instantly as you fly, just shoot them with this build. Again, you don't need to do that. You could just spam your 3 and they will die. I mean Darkverse and they will die. But if you wanna be like, extra cool, like one-shot them with a headshot or something, yeah, this is your build. And for my weapons on Titania, there is a specific tech with 2 weapons for now. I want to test this out even further, but we have the Kuva Brahma. Not for killing, not for anything, just for one specific reason, which is this weapon does not get the corruption buff from relics. So that means when you have this only, instead of being 50-50 between Kuva Brahma and Titania, it will be 100% corruption buff on Titania. Corruption buff is the buff you get when you get 10 reactants in the relic mission. The second weapon is Dark Split Sword. Some other people use that as well, but it's just preference. It's up to you. You could use both and just still guarantee 100% corruption on Titania. So yeah, but I like Brahma more in case like get in a situation where like I'm not using my ult for whatever reason, ran into nullifier or something. I just Brahma them. Yeah, that's really it. For my focus school, using Madurai because casting speed, even more casting speed, and more strength to start the run with. And yeah, this is the setup. I'm gonna do like a quick run with it to show you like the box breaking stuff with it and the amount of resources I get per run. So let's pick any relic, doesn't matter. Find the squad. I'll show you the resourceful retriever working on Titania's 4. Even though the Panzer is not exactly present with you, but the mod still works. So yeah, do my double dash. That's my 1. Spend 3. Okay, people are already doing the mission for even spawn. So good. You can see my friend is in front of me. Well, there's no enemies at the moment, but yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, people here dead. All these people dead. I missed an enemy behind me. It's fine. I was on casting my first ability, and as you can see, guaranteed ability range, ability strength increase, which also contributes to Dark Burst being better. You can do this on Summer Thunder too, but as I said, the box breaking is just too good. Like, you can see my resources down there. You can also break the objective stuff with the Dark Verse. Thermal Thunder cannot do that. But yeah. You will see like some damage numbers without killing enemies. These are the boxes I'm breaking. And you can look on the bottom corner, collecting a lot of resources. Even though I did not start the mission with them, I started very, very late. So yeah, run around. Look at all this. Like, look how much do I have? Just because. This resource I spent a lot, by the way, on Bile to remove a lot of Archon shards back in the day when it was only Bile. So that's why I'm low on it. But the thing is, I never needed an endless mission to farm with Necros and Korra to have this resource. Same for any other resource I have on my account. It's only because the amount of passive resource gain per mission I had. Like, look. Like, imagine you do, like, I don't know, 10 runs of this. That's like 77k. Or like 75k, sorry. Of salvage. Just like that. While you're playing and you want, like, to farm a prime set, farm some ducats, whatever. You know? Same for Morphix. You only need, like, 1 or 2 if you want to craft something. And you need 40 per click on Helmet. So having 16 for 1 run is also huge. And, yeah. That's the general idea of the build and why I think it's much better than Thermal Thunder, because it has better value for your account and same if not better AoE in my opinion. If you miss an enemy, you just look backwards and kill them. Again, it doesn't matter that much. You're Titania and you're really fast. I even get ahead of Thermal Thunder players and have more damage and more kills, and I'm the first to extraction because I have enough strength to like be really quick, which is like 229 with stacking Madurai. I think this is really comfy for me personally. It could be too much for you. You could drop the Archon shards for more casting speed or put Equilibrium shards. It's up to you. But yeah, that's it for the Titania build and the potential replacement for Thermal Thunder. And yeah, make sure to drop by my stream. I'll be streaming after this video goes out. And yeah, I'll see you there. And if you're not gonna come to the stream, I'll see you in the next video.